Hello everyone. Today I will talk about the most important and the last pre-PhD submission, that is synopsis. Synopsis is a detailed analysis over a research topic. But many scholars are confused about the difference between research proposal and synopsis. It is important to understand the difference before submitting a synopsis. So the first difference is with regard to the stage of submission. Research proposal is submitted at the time of taking admission, whereas synopsis is submitted after taking an admission in PhD. The second difference is with regard to the purpose of submission. Now, research proposal is submitted so that you can show that the topic is worthy of research, and secondly, you are also competent to undertake a PhD research. Whereas the purpose of synopsis is to show the framework which you are going to adopt for your research and PhD thesis. Now, the third difference is that the research proposal is made on a topic which is yet not approved, whereas synopsis is always made on an approved PhD topic. The fourth difference is with regard to the plagiarism check. Research proposal does not undergo for plagiarism check, whereas in some universities synopsis goes for plagiarism check. The fifth difference is with regard to the detailing. Now, research proposal is less detailed as compared to the synopsis. The reason behind it is that if we talk about synopsis, it is prepared at a stage where you have already started a research and has a better understanding of the research topic. That's why synopsis is more detailed as compared to research proposal. The last difference is with regard to the use of content of research proposal. As I said earlier, that research proposal is not subject to plagiarism. Therefore, we can use the content of other sources while preparing research proposal. This is the major reason that the content of research proposal cannot be used in final thesis. But if we talk about synopsis, as it undergoes for plagiarism, therefore you write the whole content of synopsis in your own words. And because of this reason, we can use the content of synopsis in the final thesis. Now, how we can use that content will be discussed in the later part of the video. Now, the next query is with regard to the length of the synopsis, that how long the synopsis should be prepared. Now, there is no fixed rule with regard to the length of the synopsis. It solely depends upon the nature of the topic, complexity of the research, and the university requirement or rules. But if we talk about the general rule, then 35 to 50 pages are considered sufficient for synopsis. The next query is which citation method should be used in synopsis? There are many recognized citation methods such as ILI, APA, Blue Book, or Scholar, and others. But we need to check the university rules because every university prescribes a particular citation method which the student needs to use while preparing PhD thesis. The same citation method should be used in the synopsis as well. But if the university rules are silent with regard to the citation method, then the next step is to consult your PhD supervisor for the citation method. But if we talk about contemporary times, then the most used method is a blue book citation. Now, the next query is with regard to the time period within which the synopsis should be submitted. Now, it also varies from university to university. In some universities, synopses are submitted either within 1 year or 1.5 years of your PhD. But in some universities, synopsis is submitted 3 to 6 months before the final submission of PhD. So you need to check your university rules. Now the next query is how the content of synopsis is to be used in the final thesis. Now, generally synopsis is written in a manner that it can be used as introductory chapter, that is chapter 1 of the final thesis, because synopsis talks about introduction of the chapter, the key data with regard to the research topic, and also about literature review, research objective, research questions, hypothesis, research gap, as well as research framework, which all becomes a part of introductory chapter. But if the scholar feels that some part of the synopsis cannot be incorporated under chapter 1, then that content can be used under the relevant chapters. For example, the international aspect can be covered under a chapter of international law, and the national aspect can be covered under the chapter of national law. So this way, the content of synopsis can be used in the final thesis, and the time invested in writing a good synopsis will never be wasted. Now, the next query is, how much time is required to write a good synopsis? If you're a beginner and writing an academic piece of work for the first time, then you would take nearly 1 month to write a good synopsis. But if you have a substantial experience in research writing, in that case, you would complete the synopsis quickly and in less time. Personally, if I talk, I am in research writing from past 3 to 4 years. And due to vast experience of writing, I am able to complete a synopsis generally in 6 to 7 days. So it solely depends upon your experience. Remember that synopsis writing needs effort and dedication both, irrespective whether you are a beginner or an experienced person. But I must say that if you are juggling between multiple things and finding it difficult to write a synopsis and making a submission on time, then there is no harm of taking a expert assistance. And for that, you can also contact our team, Lawrence, at the given details. I hope I am able to answer all your queries related to synopsis, and if any query is left, then please drop it in the comment box. I hope you like the video, and for more such videos, please like, share and subscribe to the channel.